Owusu Ansah. Let's begin from the camps of the senior national team, the Black Queens, and they are in action this afternoon in South Africa as they play Namibia in the second leg of the 2024 Africa Women's Cup of Nations qualifier. The first leg ended 3-1 in favor of the Black Queens last Friday at the Accra Sports Stadium, where they hope to complete their qualification today. This will be the first time since 2018 that the Queens are qualifying or making an appearance at the Alcon tournament. Here is Nora Hoptel ahead of this afternoon's game.
So this is our attitude, that we all the time work, we develop ourselves and do our routine also. That helps us to stay calm, and the final training was absolutely amazing. We are still unbeaten this year. We won all the 10 games, of course. This makes us proud, but even much more proud is making me the development of our performance, how we developed our style, but also the kind of values we live in our team. So we have a very good cohesion. We have a very clear base on which value we set, and we also need to act and under these values.
Yes, Mukwala is on.
So that is it there from Nora Hoptel. Sorry for that insight that played after by the Black Queens, who will be playing this afternoon. Nora Hoptel very confident with the chances of her team. Now to the Ghana Premier League, and yesterday 2 games were played in match week 13. Well, looking at the result, Asante Kotoko defeated Brekum Chelsea by 1-0 at the Barbara Sports Stadium, and it was a 2-0 victory for Legon Cities away at Great Olympics, who played at the Wafa Sogakope pitch. Now, assistant coach for Asante Kotoko, David Dixon Oklu, says the win is a good one ahead of the super clash against Hearts of Oak on Sunday.
Yes, Mukwala is on fire. In the first half, we could have scored 3, but it's unfortunate we couldn't convert those chances, obvious chances that came our way. But I think the most important thing, like I said earlier, is the 3-point. I think so far as he's giving us the results, we have to maintain it. And day in, day out, we've been working on it. That's why you see them performing marvelously like that. Yeah, we are going back and work once again and make sure we get a decent result against Accra House of Oak.
Kotoko beats House of Oak on Sunday.
We will have a positive result on Sunday.
They are going to have a positive result on Sunday, according to the assistant coach for Asante Kotoko. Here is Brekum Chelsea coach Christopher Inin.
I don't normally talk about officiating, but the referee did not make the game the way it's supposed to go. It's very. I've never spoken about officiating, but in fact I'm not happy. But we still need to work. You understand? Playing away against Kotoko is not that easy. So it's something that we need to accept, go back, and then work and bounce back. Yes, I really don't know what is really happening, because tactically indiscipline was part of it, and then I think we lost the game to them.
They lost the game to them, according to Christopher Enen. Now to Legon City Sparkwesi Fabian on breaking Olympics invisibility at home.
Well, the first half attack was not moving the way we wanted them. So I think when we spoke to them in the second half, they started moving, and then we saw the chances coming. They were able to, but in the second half, when they were holding on to the ball and then playing with each other, we saw that we came into the game and then we got the win. If I didn't expect that we'll get a second goal, but it came, and it makes me happy that we were able to score 2 goals.
Samuel Parkwesi Fabian there. Well, Arno Walker, who is the head coach for Accra Great Olympics, wasn't really a happy man, disappointed losing 2-0 at home for the first time they've lost at home this season.
Really disappointed with this. We could have take our chances in the first half, because you can see we had the chances. Even though before they even took the lead, we were still having chances which we were squandering them. It's very painful if you should spare all those chances, and at the end of the day, you have to lose.
So that is from Arno Walker, head coach for Accra Great Olympics. Let's move away from that and to Accra Hearts of Oak, where their former coach Martinus Koopman made complaints that there was interference in his job, and the reason why he doesn't deem Accra Hearts of Oak a big club. Well, he said the board interfered in his duty, making him select players he didn't want to select. Now, yesterday, a section of the Hearts of Oak board met, and they found Martinus Koopman's statement very distasteful. Well, the board said that any coach or coachman who has been appointed has been allowed to use the players that he has. Well, the board, Vincent Odoste, so as well as Alaji Akambi and Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu were the ones who addressed the media yesterday.
The head coach himself and the supporters, and so I find it baffling for the head coach to shift blame on the board when he has played a key role in restructuring of the team. Prior to the arrival of the head coach, we had assembled some top talents for the club, and to our surprise, he rejected them out. And so we did not register them. He told us that those boys would not be part of his team. So if today he's blaming the board for the team's poor performance, then he's not being truthful to the fact. Today, Asofok is the only club in the whole country that provides good accommodation for its players. And per my search, we are the highest paying club in Ghana currently. So when it comes to financial and other motivation, the board has played its role very well. The board finds the head coach comments in the media very distasteful. The board has never told the coach not to field any player, and pointed to available records showing that Koopman had even used all except 2 players who were nursing injury. And the 2 players are Erico Fori Antwi, who was a goalkeeper, and David Afrani, a defender.
Well, very, very disappointing times forecast of ahead of their game against Asante Kotoko on Sunday at the Barbara Sports Stadium. Don't forget, Hatterfolk are playing at home because their Sports Stadium is not available for them to use because the NSA made an announcement that the whole of December, the stadium won't be available for matches. Now, Jude Bellingham has officially been crowned the 2023 Golden Boy winner. The England and Real Madrid superstar collects the award, having enjoyed a very stellar calendar year taken to life at the Bernabeu by storm this season. Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham spoke after collecting the 2023 Golden Boy Award in Turin, what he wants to achieve in the next couple of years.
It's about trying to make my team and my country the best teams in the world, and I think to be the best player in the world, that's what you have to do to help your teams win, and to join that list is such a big honour. For me, I'd probably say Rooney was the biggest influence growing up, obviously being from England, the way he played, the way he fought, but there's so many other players, that I've taken bits from, and so grateful to join that list. Very lucky to be playing football because I don't have a clue what I'd be doing if I wasn't. Probably be at university and messing around or something like that, but like I said, really grateful. Football's given me, everything that I have so far in my life, and the support from my family to encourage me to keep playing and keep enjoying it has been huge. And without football, I wouldn't be as happy as I am today.
Jude Bellingham not as happy as he is today if he had joked with his career. Now, Manchester City have been charged by the Football Association for failing to control their players after surrounding referee Simon Hooper in the 94th minute of their draw against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Hooper initially indicated City had the advantage and waved play on, but halted the match once the pass was played. City have until Thursday, the 7th of December to respond to the charge. An FA statement said the defending champions failed to ensure their players do not behave in a way that is improper. So that is the charge on the Manchester City players. Now, to the other side of Manchester, but before that, Sheffield United have sacked Paul Heckingbottom, with former boss Chris Wilder looking like his replacement. Well, he's the first manager to leave a club this season, the Premier League. Well, this time last year, 5 coaches had already been sacked. The 46-year-old led Sheffield United Football Club to the Premier League despite a transfer embargo plus collapse takeover, but with key player exits all troubling him, he managed to qualify, and one win in 14 games leaves them bottom of the current Premier League table. So you cannot blame Sheffield United much. Now to Manchester United, where manager Erik ten Hag's management style has seen him lose the support of as much as half of the Manchester United dressing room. These were reports from yesterday in the last 12 hours. Kaves Hohiko gives us more on this current subject.
Some senior players have spoken to Erik ten Hag about where they feel the club is going wrong. They've spoken to him about their experiences of playing at other big clubs. They maybe feel that he should be a little bit more touchy-feely. His man management could be a little bit better. But you know what? Erik ten Hag is the boss. He's the one who calls the shots, and he is not for turning. He is going to do things his way. I've also been told that a few of the players believe that he's too set in his ways, he's too robotic, and also quite a few of the players, this is something we've talked about before, are unhappy with the way that Jadon Sancho has been treated.
Manchester United and their woes. Still with Manchester United, Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos deal to buy 25% of the Red Devils is likely to be announced early next week. Ineos will have 2 seats on the board of the club. Covers still gives us a lot more on the inside stories regarding Manchester United's ownership structure.
Now, the deal is quite complicated because what Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos need to do is buy 25% of the A shares and buy 25% of the B shares. Now, the B shares, they are the super voting shares. They are owned by the Glazer family. I think Ratcliffe already has a deal with them to buy those shares. Buying the A shares, which are listed on the New York Stock Exchange, is a little bit more complicated because he has to put in a formal offer for those shares. The offer is likely to be about $33 a share. Then the people who own those shares have some time to decide whether they want to sell them or not. But he is offering more than they're worth, so it's likely that he will be able to get 25% of those shares.
Well, that is from Covers Oil, providing us ins and outs of Manchester United. Now, some games coming up this evening at 7:30. Wolverhampton Wanderers play against Burnley, and then Luton Town will host Arsenal. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has spoken ahead of tonight's big game.
I would say it's an inspiring place. I think what they've done is remarkable. What Rob did with the team last year, the way they did it, what they transmit as a team, we are neighbors, always very close from here. So it's just an amazing story, and they fully deserve all the credit that they are getting from last year, as well the way they are playing this season, the results that they got, how close the games they've been, all the games that they play, they've been extremely close. So tomorrow we're going to have a really intense and difficult match.
That is from Mikel Arteta. Now, yesterday in the Spanish La Liga, one game was played where Celta Vigo's winless run extended to 11 league games after he could only draw 1-0 with Cadiz side that played most of the match with 10 men on Monday. Cadiz took the lead with what was its only attempt at goal in the entire first 45 minutes. With 15 minutes gone, Chris Ramos rose to meet a cross from the right and glanced in a delicate header. Not long into the second half, Celta got the equalizer with a deserved Jürgen Strand-Larsen slide at the back post to score in his 50th game for the club. Now, moving on, Real Madrid are going to find it difficult getting a right back to backup Dani Carvajal, who is expected to miss the rest of the year after the club announced on Monday he had suffered a calf injury in the weekend win over Granada. The Spanish international Carvajal was replaced at halftime during Saturday's 2-0 victory, which kept Madrid on top of La Liga above surprise challengers Girona on goal difference. The club said tests revealed an injury to his left calf but did not give a timeline for his return. Spanish media suggested Carvajal could be sidelined for a month. So very unfortunate news there for Dani Carvajal. Now let's finish off with some news from Tiger Woods, and he has unveiled his 2024 comeback plan. One tournament per month, he says, beginning with the Hero World Challenge in Bahamas following successful return amid limited schedule after the 2021 car crash and an ankle surgery. Well, Tiger Woods is expected to have 15 days to quickly recover after last weekend's tour. The 15-time major winner finished 18th in the 20-player field at the tournament, which he hosts for the benefit of his charity. It was the former world number one's first event since withdrawing during the Masters in April due to injury before he underwent ankle injury. That'll be all for sports this morning here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Kelvin Owusu Ansah. Sunrise continues after this. DJ Abiam is as always here to serve you with some fine tunes. Stay tuned.